sodium sulfate. All right. If this element here is more reactive than this one, then it can replace that. All right, but we'll talk about that a bit later on. So in this case, we know that this is a metal, therefore it's got to be plus. So it's going to replace the plus. All right. So therefore, you're going to end up with K2SO4 plus Na. All right.
Why is the Na
Sorry.
Why is the Na does that have a 2 anymore?
Well, potassium is much more reactive than sodium, right? So therefore, it can pull.
Really? K2SO4 plus Na.
Hey, that's metal.
Where's the 2?
So the 2 was because of
The charge on the
sulfate. Okay? Alright, so that's number 3. Okay? Number 4 is the most common type where you go AB plus CD to give you. Alright, so that's plus, that's minus, that's plus, that's minus. So plus goes with the minus, so you get AD plus
That's chemicals inside it. You're gonna burn.
CB. Okay? So that's like taking Okay. Thanks. What's it called? Double displacement. All right, or more commonly called double decomposition. Okay. So NH4Cl plus. Let's see. Okay. All right. So there's number 4. Okay. Number 5 is combustion. All right. Because you're basically when you take a hydrocarbon plus oxygen, basically what you're doing is you're burning it.
Kaboom.
All right. So we're going to call this a combustion. All right, and it's specific to, if you want to call it that. All right, even though I know if you take magnesium and you burn it in oxygen, it's sometimes called oxidation. All right, and yes, sir.
You know like cylinders and stuff you hook up to your car?
Yep.
Yeah, what if you unhook it and open it and let all the air or whatever else and you light a flame? Will it like be fire in the air?
Yeah.
Like how a lot of fire or
Depends on
like,
pressure.
if I just let it open, like
Yeah.
light a match and throw the match at it and run away.
So you'll have a flame coming out. It's the same thing if you had a propane tank, right? And you open it up and let it go out. You would have fire. You would have fire coming out of the thing. Or just like when my first year of teaching, some silly student decided that they were going to light. Their idea of lighting on a Bunsen burner was just to turn on the gas valve and light the gas valve. So we had a flamethrower going in class. Yeah. That's what we're having. Thank God we didn't set anybody on fire.
Burning it.
Be quiet.
How come you can make a flamethrower with that?
Well, you have to be able to put have a pressure to push it out, right? So as long as the stuff is being spewed out, it's not going to go into the cylinder.
Axe that lights it up.
Simple, man.
That's how many gas you put in there, right?
Awesome, you should take notes.
Yeah.
We can video the
Yeah, that's what's that? You did? Are you sure?
take notes like this.
That's why we go like this.
Science.
It didn't work, I tried it.
Okay, so number 6. So number 6 is when you produce
Can you give an example of what?
water. No.
When you what?
So number
Produce water.
6 is a neutralization. This one you
See, I
take,
think they're way
so
more efficient than you can.
it's just like number 4, except it's special and since you take an acid plus a base. Alright? And you're going to neutralize it because you don't want to get burnt. Alright? And you produce a salt plus water. Okay? So it's still a double decomposition. So if I take HCl, alright, and I go and react it to sodium hydroxide, which is a base, alright? So there's my base, there's my acid, alright? I will end up with NaCl, which is a salt. Will salt hurt you?
No.
Okay?
Let's
Plus
solve. I put that on.
water, right? So it's AB plus CD, except that it's special because you're now producing water, or HOH. Okay? So, in 6 minutes or less, on the first page, go down and write, so go through and write either, so you guys should be able to say A or S for number 1. Should be able to go D for decomposition. Should be able to say SR or SE for a single displacement. Should be able to see, say DD, all right, for double displacement. An N for neutralization, or C for, or we'll put CO as a combustion. So you should be able to go through decide all of the first 54 and quickly write down what they are. Okay? So beside each one, you're going to write down what type of reaction it is for the first 54 on that sheet 47 or whatever it is. Okay? And then I suspect, or I would expect, even though I don't, alright, you already had a day off, so we'll take a day off your weekend.
Yeah.
I thought it was Monday.
The silver surfer and man came up.
Okay, you
They
should
beat Aloe.
be, alright, work a little bit on the back side of that sheet for the weekend. Alright. Yeah, I know, but you should be able to. Okay.
Yo, what's the most important rule in chemistry? No one
Get back.